REDRUM! REDRUM! If you have never seen the movie The Shining, then you may not know what I mean when I yell red rum. But red rum, spelled backwards, is murder. And that's the current crime scene here in my portfolio. It's just a crime scene right now. We're just way down in our whiskey on just about everything. We talked about getting a lower low in gold, oil, and silver, and we're getting all of which is happening. I think, was oil up though? I think oil may have been up. Did it already go back down? Let's take a look. Let me update this. And oil is still up. So we got that going for us. We need that to bottom and then spring forward. Gold and silver, though, both could have one more lower low on the local level before then jumping off the trampoline. Do you ever see, like, I don't know if they still have that trampoline in the Summer Olympics. I guess we'll find out this summer. I remember when the Olympics were in Australia. I don't know why I remember that. I was just mesmerized by the trampoline competition because they would be jumping up and down on a trampoline and literally going like 1,000 feet in the air, doing all kinds of crazy tricks. But speaking of crazy tricks, I did a magic trick here and I've made $20,000 disappear in over a week. What do we got? Hey, only 17,000 down, but what about 1 month? 41,000 in the whole 3 months, only up 3,400. And year to date, I think we're still holding strong year to date at $83,000. But we are a coiled spring. I said it before. I'll say it again. It will happen. Gold and silver and oil. We'll have a great run this year, especially the gold and the silver. So what do we got going on options wise? Wait a minute. What's this, Bart? What is BIDO? Yeah, I'm trying an experiment and I'm blaming Tom Coleman. Tom is a viewer of the channel and he sent me down a rabbit hole a few days ago. He sent me over to this guy's website, Unconventional Wealth Ideas. I watched a handful of his videos. It's a young guy. If I was young, I'd be all over what he's doing here. It's very interesting and also very dangerous, but he's producing a great deal of income by not a huge portfolio, by leveraging the margin and using the high dividend paying income funds. So I started looking through like dozens of these ETFs. And the only one that I found that was super interesting to me was BIDO. So BIDO basically trades derivatives based on the futures of Bitcoin. So it's involved in the futures market with regard to BIDO, along with trading derivatives. So let's go to BIDO here. And you can see, I mean, believe it or not, the analysts have it as a buy. The propeller heads, the quantitative view is a strong buy. BIDO currently at $25, so I'm thinking about making another trade on the BIDO. But here's what's interesting. So if you look at dividends on the BIDO, it's a monthly dividend paying, and look at the amount of dividends that it pays. And in fact, June's payment is even higher. It's like $1.70 something per share for a stock that trades in the 20s, 25 currently. Is that crazy? Yeah, that's crazy, but it's also very dangerous. What I like about BIDO compared to all the other ETFs that I looked through regarding income generation was that it trades options, 1, with interest, 2, and weekly, 3. So it had all 3 covered. You know, as far as liquidity is concerned, I didn't find a great deal of liquidity regarding the other high dividend paying ETFs, but BIDO has incredible volatility, which gives amazing premium, and it trades weekly with open interest. So I'm trying a little income-based experiment as I wait for gold, silver, and oil to do what I have the crystal ball telling me that it will do. So I just opened these Monday. Today's Tuesday. and it's already $1,100 into the green. So I've tried to apply, I should say I am applying Elliott Wave and Fibonacci to Bitcoin for the first time in my short and illustrious career as a chart analyst. And I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as it being able to apply to Bitcoin and the miners. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more, looking for income generation only, trying to come up with some scenarios that are interesting, not overly involved with the risk. So it'll be a small portion of the portfolio. I did make an even more substantial trade in Stacy's account, and her BITO calls are up 1650. And it was all based on the charts, which said that Bitcoin was going to dip. And it looks like it should, according to the charts, dip some more. Now, it depends, because when it comes to the waves, it can show you based on the count inside of the Fibonacci where it's going to head next. And it can change at any time, because it could be a diagonal, it could be impulsive down, could be corrective up. All of those things are involved. But yesterday morning, it said that Bitcoin was going down. And it did exactly that. Let's look at where Bitcoin is at the very moment. In fact, let's just pull it up over here. If you want, you can attend my continuing education for my real estate license here. So I was actually looking at baseball cards and watching the Cubs and doing my continuing education all at the same time yesterday. And I think I scored a 94% on the exam that you have to pass at the end of each test. Why are you showing us this? I don't know, just because it was there. Let's move on, because my internet Elon is acting up, probably because he's upset about his pay package possibly being turned down. What we're going to do, finance.yahoo.com, and let's just see where the Bitcoin is currently at. Bitcoin at, drumroll please. It is, never thought I would be talking about Bitcoin, but I'm a little excited as far as, a little risk on as far as volatility is concerned, but as an income generation, because after all, my favorite thing is cash flow. Cash flow is king, cash is queen, and debt is the debt is the joker. So there's Bitcoin currently down 3,500. It's at 66,391. The chart says it's got a little bit more dip in it. In fact, it could be at 63,500 by the end of the week. So we'll be watching that closely. But it could, at the same time, it's showing that it's possible that it could reverse before even getting into the 65 handle. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll try to apply these waves to the Bitcoin and to the Bitcoin miners, just to see if there's some action to be had on a small risk on scenario. So that's what's happening there, and why the BITO is involved. I did buy more gold and silver companies on Friday during our hike. I had an amazing hike at the Indiana Dunes National Lakefront, and then went to Michigan, went to a winery. We're members of the St. Julian Winery, and it was a case sale, 25% off. Hello. So we filled a case with 12 bottles, had a little tasting, and then went over to, we went to the Beer Church, which is kind of a cool restaurant in New Buffalo, Michigan, which is just right over the border from us. So here's what we did. We rolled our UCO. We had the UCO puts at 30. We rolled them out and down to 29.50, and that trade is looking very nice right now because UCO is at 31.27. So that expires next week. We do have 20 contracts, and we added another $379 bills to our skinny jeans. And then we did the silver junior miners, added another 1,000 shares. I don't think any of these are going well. Let's look. 1141 is currently where SILJ is. So I thought I was getting a bargain there, but no bueno there. SILV is at 816. Oh, so we're in the green on that. Equinox is at 511, so we're in the red there. And then Barrick Gold, I got at 1633, and it is at 1606. So I'm in the red on all of those. I was expecting for Friday to be the end of the consolidation, but it's proven that it's going to continue, obviously. And it could continue even longer for weeks. I don't think it's going to take weeks, but that's the reality of gold and silver and oil as far as diagonals are concerned. They like to make abrupt movements, and then they also like to go sideways for extended periods. So we'll be watching that. But I just wanted to come in here just to show you that the hot tub time machine took me back down into the 1990s. Hey, do. Little Ice Baby on the radio. Now we got a cassette turned maybe to CDs. What are these newfangled CDs? It's called a compact disc. Are you kidding me? These are cool. So, so we're in trouble on our Pan American silver puts at 2050. We're in trouble at our silver puts at 2650. We're not in too much of trouble there. In fact, I don't even think we're in the money. No, 2666 is what's silver ETF trading at. We're at 2650 on the puts. We'll deal with those as the week progresses. I'm not concerned about either one. And then Unity is just a dirty dog, so not concerned with these 1950 calls. Where's Unity at? Is it in the 17s? Yep, 1762. So it just keeps tumbling down. And the wall keeps crumbling, tumbling down. And what about Sigma? Ooh, my goodness. It's under 14. Who would have thunk? So that means on the ownership side, which I own, I think 1,000, maybe 2,000 shares of Sigma Lithium, and it is making my butt stink. Currently at 1356, but I think it is bottoming. I'll check out a chart, maybe bring that into play tomorrow on Bitcoin, gold, silver, oil, and lithium, just to give you an idea of what I'm actually looking at on these charts that still give me confidence, even though I'm downtown the Chinatown the past 2 days. That is the update as I spend time this week snooze festing it in my continuing education courses. I will attempt to make these incredibly entertaining videos. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video.